Today is February 18th. Today's quote is entitled, Mr. Lust. But the proposal that marriage will solve the question of lust is not practical. Neither the wife should be accepted as a machine for satisfying our lust. The marriage tie should be taken as very sacred. One who marries for subduing lust is mistaken, because lust cannot be satisfied simply by indulging in sense gratification. It is compared with and that extinguishing the fire with large amounts of petrol. For the time being, the fire may appear to be extinguished by pouring a large quantity of petrol, but the petrol itself is so dangerous that at any time it can be inflamed. So to subdue lust is a different process than you have to take to daily deity worship. Krishna's Madan-Mohan, I'm sure this process, helped by your regular chanting, will kill Mr. Lust. Rest assured. Srila Prabhupada letter to Hayagriva, 7th October 1968. So what is Prabhupada saying here? He's contrasting two things. One thing is you give into your lust and you think by giving into it, it'll be satisfied and you'll overcome it. The other process is Krishna consciousness where you transcend it. Now you might say, but isn't that part of our philosophy? That you have to satisfy your lust in order to overcome it? And Prabhupada's saying, not actually. It doesn't work that way. When you get married, you satisfy the need to be with the opposite sex, to have that female or male energy and everything that goes with it. But thinking that if I just engage in sex, it's going to satisfy that sexual desire, Prabhupada's saying, no, and in many cases it could make it worse. So it's something we need to understand clearly. Although some people might say, well, if I do it enough, I'll get over with it. Yeah, maybe when you're 50 or 60, or 70, or maybe 80, or maybe never. It might work that way, but that's not actually the process, and it's not guaranteed to work that way. The process is Krishna consciousness, that you see your wife as a partner in service, not as a sex object. So that point is being made here by Prabhupada, and he makes it often in other places. Marriage is not sense gratification. It's not that we see our spouse as an object of our sense gratification. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. So that's an important principle to understand. Krishna consciousness is the solution, but of course we have to be Krishna conscious. And you might think the solution is, I have to satisfy this need. Satisfy it by working together with your wife in Krishna consciousness. Satisfy that need by serving together. But trying to satisfy it directly, it doesn't really work so well. And in many cases, you'll find it may never be satisfied that way. And you'll just go on your whole life trying to satisfy it, or many lifetimes, which we already tried to do and it didn't work. So it's an important letter. And it goes with yesterday's quote as well. It's by becoming attracted to Krishna that ultimately these desires will be transcended and purified. Hare Krishna.